You might be interested to know a little bit more about these systems inside the $150 million jets dropping 1,000-pound satellite-guided weapons on ISIS targets. The U.S. Air Force's F-22 Raptor is designed to fly at very high altitudes and at supersonic speeds for extended periods. It can be used to open up air corridors for friendly conventional warplanes. The Raptor was built with state-of-the-art tech back during the 90s when it was initially designed, which means some of its processors run more than 50 times slower than the multi-core chips in the iPhone 6. Parts for older systems like this, in many cases, are no longer made, so they've got to be ordered special from places like China. Or in some cases, a single contractor was lucky enough to get a contract whereby it receives huge payouts to upgrade a system only it designed. They get to laugh all the way to the bank with your money after they upgrade an old system. The Defense Department has a painstakingly slow process of writing up its requirements before it builds anything because of the checks and balances involved in preventing cost overruns. Systems like the Raptor tend to have dated components because tech advances rapidly after requirements are set. The requirements have to be set so that the other pieces of a complex system can be integrated. That's pretty simple. But many millions are spent on upgrades. But perhaps if they forecast for upgrades, it's not considered a cost overrun. Anyway, many in the tech industry say the Pentagon needs to let engineers come up with capability-based requirements. It needs a long-term plan to modify equipment over time rather than build something all at once. An open architecture standard would ensure that one contractor doesn't have a monopoly over upgrades, which would increase competition, lower price, and speed up efforts, all of which we Americans love. It could be a huge pat on the back for the Pentagon. It doesn't take an expert to surmise that even with 90s equipment, with no resistance in the air, U.S. planes will annihilate ISIS targets. The DoD will report on its ISIS success, and the Pentagon will probably get more money for upgrades. But 20-plus years and somewhere close to $70 billion to develop the Raptor, it brings to light a concern. If the DoD wants to keep pace with future enemy technology without draining the nation's coffers, its practices better become a bit more like its weapons, nimble and efficient. In Los Angeles, Lindsay France, RT.